Resignation of the first president of Kazakhstan is one of the most discussed topics in the world. Members of the European Parliament highlight the invaluable contribution of Nursultan Nazarbayev. Thanks to his wise policy, Kazakhstan has become an internationally recognized state of friendship and harmony. Experts say that the former president's strategy on Kazakhstan's inclusion into the world's 50 developed countries and the voluntary renunciation of nuclear weapons set a legacy in the world.
Всего, чего политически достиг Казахстан.
Kazakhstan's achievements are connected with President Nazarbayev. He has done a good job, and as a politician of worldwide importance, his achievements are praised. The manifesto of the world, the 21st century, is worth noting. In general, Nazarbayev has become distinguished by his courage in the past 30 years. He has proposed absolutely new and modern ideas at a variety of venues.
Которые он вербализировал на разных площадках.
The colossal work of the former president and his ambitious aspiration to put Kazakhstan on the map allowed achieving the incredible success. Azerbaijani political scientists point out that relations between Kazakhstan and neighboring countries have reached a completely new level.
Нурсултан Назарбаев смог добиться экономического развития Казахстана. Он смог установить...
Nursultan Nazarbayev has managed to achieve the economic development of Kazakhstan. He has managed to establish the proper and close relationship with his neighbors and leading states. He was able to establish and restructure the socio-political structure of the state as well as the government system. In general, Nazarbayev made sure that Kazakhstan has become a stable and harmonious state for many years, where many projects are being implemented.
Является стабильным, спокойным государством, где реализуются очень многие проекты.
The role of Nursultan Nazarbayev in formation of Kazakhstan is invaluable. A number of Kazakh experts opened that thanks to his colossal efforts, the international prestige of Kazakhstan has been strengthened. Kazakhstan's independence is primarily associated with the name of Nursultan Nazarbayev. Rector of the Al-Farabi Kazakh National University, Galimkair Mutanov, highlights that today the republic has taken a worthy place on the political map of the world.
Қандай қиындықтар болғанын халық жақсы біледі.
People are well aware of all the difficulties that the state has been through. The country has managed to overcome them and the world crises with dignity. Today, Kazakhstan has become recognizable in the world and well known by the international community. Every Kazakh can be proud of his or her independent country. I believe that in a country like this, every citizen, based on his or her abilities, has all the conditions to realize his or her full potential. Owing to the policy of the former president, Kazakhstan has gained worldwide recognition. Senior staff at the Kazakhstan Institute for Strategic Studies, Aluajul Dubalina, states that now one of the most important goals is to follow the path that Nursultan Nazarbayev has laid. First of all, it's necessary to continue working on important initiatives and ideas of the first president of independent Kazakhstan.
Қазақстанның халықаралық аренада танылуы, тәуелсіз мемлекет ретінде, егемен мемлекетінде танылуы, ол әрине.
The recognition of Kazakhstan on the world stage is definitely the merit of the first president. In a multinational country, Kazakhstan has created its own model of peace and harmony among various nations and faiths. This is a great achievement.
дәлелі болар ретінде, бұл үлкен жетістік.
Nowruz is one of the oldest holidays celebrated by the Turkic people. Nowruz is the day of the vernal equinox and the revival of nature. The important holiday has been marked by diverse communities for more than 5,000 years. The Kazakh people believe that the spring fully arrives on March 21st. Therefore, this day signifies the start of the Nowruz celebrations. The holiday is equally precious to all ethnic groups living in Kazakhstan. Nowruz has truly become the people's favorite holiday. Nowruz is the holiday of spring and revival. The ethnic Ukrainians of Kazakhstan celebrate Nowruz by serving a festive table. As the residents of Kazakhstan, we serve the traditional Kazakh food to our families in our ethno-cultural association. The ethnic Ukrainians in Kazakhstan celebrate the holiday by serving delicious Kazakh and Ukrainian foods, and we cannot imagine a celebration without those. As part of Nowruz celebrations, people wear festive outfits and visit friends and relatives to extend the best wishes for the next year. For the Turkic people living in Kazakhstan, Nowruz signifies the start of the new year, believed to bring new beginnings.
Праздник Наурыз – это как бы наш Самый любимый праздник – это праздник весны, прихода весны.
Nowruz is our favorite holiday, which signifies the arrival of spring. We're happy to celebrate the holiday because it symbolizes that the spring arrives and the winter ends. On this day, we cook the traditional Kurdish food. Based on our traditions and customs, we celebrate Nowruz for 3 days. We cook Kazakh baursaks as well. To be honest, we often cook Kazakh-style meat in my family, which is one of our favorite dishes.
Стало традиционным, на любой праздник мы готовим бешбармак. Это наше семейное любимое блюдо уже.
It's hard to imagine festivities and celebrations without traditional food served on the table. For instance, Azerbaijanis serve traditional food such as shekerbura, pakhlava, shorgogal, and samani during the Nowruz celebrations together with the Kazakh-style meat.
В это время люди говорят только добро, с любовью.
During the Nowruz holiday, people express their best wishes to each other. On the day of Nowruz celebration, we cook our best food and serve it on the table. During this time, the doors are open for our guests and we visit each other. We celebrate this day on a large scale.
В этот день вообще ограничений радости нету.
Members of Kazakhstan's ethnocultural centers believe that Nowruz is not just a symbol of reviving nature, but also a way to strengthen communications among people. The holiday helps foster good neighborliness in the society. Nowruz is one of the most exciting and long-awaited holidays of the spring. A vibrant, rich cultural program for Kazakhs and foreign tourists starts today and lasts until March 25th. Large-scale folk festivals will take place throughout the Republic. Astana guests and residents are encouraged to visit the ethno-villages. A number of yurts have been placed in 6 sites. People are offered not only traditional festive food, such as baursaks, plov, Nowruz koje, and eremshik, but they can also go on the Altıbakan swing. In total, nearly 50 yurts and more than 10 national swings are installed across Astana for the Nowruz holiday.
Иностранным туристам все-таки больше интересна наша этническая часть, да, мероприятия, которые связаны с казахскими обрядами.
Foreign tourists are more interested in our ethnic events related to Kazakh rites. They are showcased on March 22nd in front of the monument erected for the 25th anniversary of Kazakhstan's independence. Theatrical performances are organized there as well. Our national traditions are presented and thematic museum yurts are built across the city.
Тематические музеи, юрты, где можно будет увидеть и проследить историю казахского народа.
Craftspeople, potters, jewelers, as well as masters of felting and decorative arts will demonstrate their skills during these days. This year's sporting events will also mark the Nowruz holiday. There will be competitions in traditional sports such as the Kazakh fight, arkan tartыс, lifting weights, asıgatu, arm wrestling, and others. Today, the Astana Arena Stadium will host a football match between national teams of Kazakhstan and Scotland in the qualifying round of the European Championship 2020.
Отличительной чертой празднования этого года явится организация республиканского турнира по казак күресі өнер барысы.
This year, the celebration's distinctive feature will be the organization of the Unir Barысы Republican Tournament in Kazakh-style wrestling. Nearly 20 people will take part in the tournament. These contestants are not professional athletes, but they are well-known figures. The participants include Kairat Nurtas, Serek Ibragimov, Nurbolat Abdulin, and a number of other famous people.
Нуртас, и Серика Ибрагимова, и Нурболата Абдулина, и ряд других узнаваемых творческих личностей.
Another major sporting event in honor of the Nowruz holiday will be the charity event titled Astana Nowruz Marathon. The marathon is organized for the first time. It will take place on March 24th at the Yesil River embankment.
Kazakh culture is gaining more popularity in the world. American national Rahsan Wolf is learning the customs of the Central Asian people. He is particularly interested in the Kazakh language and traditions. Rahsan Wolf wears clothes featuring Kazakhstan and translated his name into a Kazakh name, Rahsan Kaskar.
I'm Native American nomad, Cherokee tribe. If you understand the nomadic indigenous culture of Kazakhstan, you have the natives of America, which is different tribes. You have the Seminole, Cherokee. That's what American nomad. If I say Native Americans, most people think just the American, but the natives are the indigenous people, the first people of Americas.
According to Rahsan, Native Americans originally come from the Central Asian lands. The New Yorker believes that the Kazakhs and the Native Americans have similar lifestyles, nomadic culture, and genetic background.
We have a lot of connections, and we have shamanism and all these spiritual connections that are like, you know, you have the eagles and you have the horses and you have the drums and you have a lot of ceremonies that are connected to the Native American nomads. People, mostly from Central Asia, traveled through Russia to come to Alaska and got to the North Americas. And then that's how I started like connecting. So all my connection through Kazakh culture has been more of a spiritual journey. And then I started learning the language.
Rahsan Wolf is learning the Kazakh language by himself. The New Yorker created a channel on a video sharing website where he shares his content related to Kazakhstan and the nomadic culture to promote the Kazakh traditions with his audience. Kyrgyzstan's renowned golden eagle Oynok is preparing for new international competitions. The winner of World Nomad Games and Asia Falconry Championship is going through a special training program. Aman, the eagle trainer, and Oynok are training for more than 5 years. According to Aman, it is not always easy to train the golden eagle. The falconer admitted that training with golden eagle can be risky, but he found his way of taming the bird. The most important thing is that the eagle must trust its trainer so that it will not fear him and do not run away, because there are some eagles that can attack. Aman has earned Oynok's trust. The golden eagle skillfully attacked a stuffed wolf after receiving certain command from its trainer. As soon as Oynok catches the prey, it waits for its trainer to give another command. Aman and the eagle trains every day for the upcoming competitions, and the trainer teaches his eagle new tricks and moves. After successfully landing on its trainer's hand, Oynok is rewarded with fresh pigeon meat, which is part of the golden eagle's training diet. Prior to a real hunt, the predatory bird is kept hungry for several days, so that it will be more active and determined. The eagle can easily kill a fox or a jackal. If it catches a wolf, they fight. The golden eagles need daylight, so the bird spends almost all day in the fresh air. After training or hunting, the bird's claws must be cleaned because they are the bird's main weapon and they must be protected. Oynok lost one claw several years ago during a fight with a wolf. Aman and his son arranged a room for themselves in a large barn where Oynok lives to be closer to the bird. The champions' awards are displayed in the barn. My brother won the first place at the World Nomad Games. We also won at the Asian Falconry Championship. Oynok would be just as proud without the awards because these birds are dignified. Aman often received requests to sell Oynok. He was once offered $5,000 for the bird. However, the golden eagle hunter said that his friend is not for sale. He is currently preparing Oynok for his first flight as they are invited to attend an event in Saudi Arabia. Kazakh jewelers are inspired by ancient masterpieces. The craftsmen create unique items and exploring famous artifacts. Jeweler Bakhtiar Artikbayev believes that the outfit of the Golden Man founded in Issyk-Kurgan almost half a century ago resulted from a combination of imagination and craftsmanship. The jeweler creates unique items in his workshop. I was exploring the jewelry making techniques applied by the ancient jewelers. I have to admit that they performed a very delicate work both as artisans and craftsmen. I'm impressed by the way they created the gold items in the environment of that time. Hats off to the jewelers. The jeweler with 25 years of experience is amazed at the ancient jewelry making techniques. Bakhtiar Artikbayev believes that the complex items made of precious metals are the characteristic of high civilizations. The discovery of the Golden Man allowed scientists to learn more about the intellectual traditions of the Kazakh people. At the burial site, archaeologists found more than 4,000 golden plates, household items, and decorations made of pure gold. The monumental exhibit is displayed in Kazakhstan's National Museum. The Golden Man is the second most significant exhibit after Tutankhamun in Kazakhstan and Central Asia. The museum visitors, including students and foreigners, are willing to see the Golden Man, which is the symbol of Kazakhstan's independence and national brand. Last year, the Golden Man went on a tour for the first time. A collection of jewelry pieces along with a unique exhibit were presented to the public. The Kazakh exhibit was presented in Europe, Asia, and the Commonwealth of Independent States. This year, the Golden Man will continue touring the world museums.
A unique exhibition of miniature figures has opened in Astana. The collection of artworks includes miniature statues of historical figures, mythical characters, and famous characters from Kazakh fairy tales and folk epics. The collection contains more than 60 items carved out of bone and wood by famous Kazakh artist Ruslan Junusov and his apprentices.
Пластика – это очень интересное направление. У нас в Казахстане оно набирает сейчас только обороты.
Sculpting is an interesting visual art form which is just gaining momentum in Kazakhstan. I'm currently the only artist who creates miniature sculptures. However, I believe that I will be joined by more artists over time. I teach students in order to promote the art form and create the school of local sculptors. I'm planning to increase my collection with miniature sculptures of characters like Jirincha Sheshen, Hoja Nasreddin, Tashabala, and epic hero Koblandı Batır.
Потом у нас эпос, допустим, Koblandı Batır, там, ну и так далее.
Ruslan Junusov has exhibited his works numerous times. Hundreds of his miniatures can be found in personal collections in the United States, Germany, Russia, and Ukraine. The artist is set to promote the art of miniature carvings and make sculpting popular among the young Kazakh artists. His exhibition in Astana is open for public until the 15th of April. Nowruz is an ancient holiday of spring, new life, and renewal of the nature that originated over 5,000 years ago and has been widely celebrated on the territory of current Kazakhstan for centuries. The Spring Festival involves multiple traditions, including those related to clothing. It's a custom to wear new clothing during the celebrations. Thus, around this time of the year, traditional fashion sees an increased demand. According to fashion designer Elena Karyakina, in the recent years, there has been a growing interest in clothes made of traditional fabrics like felt. The fashion designer dedicated her latest collection titled The Steppe Flowers to the Spring Festival of Nowruz. The collection includes dresses, cardigans, and coats with handmade felt decorations resembling tulips and poppies.
Коллекция исполнена в новой технологии, она называется Crazy Wool. Но я совместила новую технологию вместе с многовековым.
The collection is performed in a new technique titled Crazy Wool. I combined the new technology with the ancient felt making method. The decorations on the clothing are made of felt and handmade. All of my pieces include Kazakh traditional ornaments.
И на всех моих моделях обязательно присутствует наш казахский орнамент.
Kazakh designers believe that the traditional outfits and the latest fashion trends can be combined to make comfortable but unusual wear. The Kazakh fashion market offers a wide variety of outfits and evening dresses featuring traditional styles.
Дәстүрлі өзіміздің киімдерге заманауи киюге болатын.
I would like to demonstrate to the young people that our traditional outfits can be worn every day. There are multiple modern solutions in the traditional style, as these clothes can be easily worn on casual events, for school and during celebrations like Nowruz.
өте жоспарлар көп, қызығушылық та көп. Бетбұрыс жалпы жақсы.